My name is Mark Miner. I am an investigative writer and author. In my travels, I've investigated many people and places. Watch as I seek out stories that are typically outside of the box of normal. I am the Seeker. Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about astral travel or astral projection. I'll be using these two terms simultaneously, or their meaning is the same. So the expression astral projection came to be used in two different ways. For the Golden Dawn and some theosophists, it retained the classical and medieval philosophers' meaning of journeying to other worlds, heavens, hells, the astrological spheres, and other imaginal landscapes. But outside these circles, the term was increasingly applied to non-physical travel around the physical world. Though this usage continues to be widespread, the term etherical travel, used by some later theosophists, offers a useful distinction. Some experience say they visit different times and or places. Etherical, or etheric, then is used to represent the sense of being out of the body in the physical world, whereas astral may connote some alteration in the time perception. Robert Monroe describes a former type of projection as locale one, or the here now, involving people and places that actually exist. Robert Bruce calls it the real time zone, RTZ, and describes it as the non-physical dimension level closest to the physical. This etheric body is usually, though not always, invisible, but is often perceived by the experienced as connected to the physical body during separation by a silver cord. Some link falling dreams with projection. According to Max Heindel, the Etheric Devil serves as a medium between the astral and physical realms. In his system, the ether, also called prana, is the vital force that empowers the physical forms to change. From his descriptions, it can be inferred that, to him, when one views the physical during an out-of-body experience, one is not technically in the astral realm at all. Other experiments may describe a domain that has no parallel to any known physical setting. Environments may be populated or unpopulated, artificial, natural, or abstract, and the experience may be beautiful, horrific, or neutral. A common theosophical belief is that one may access a compendium of mystical knowledge called the Akashic Records. In many accounts, the experiencer correlates the astral world with the world of dreams. Some even report seeing other dreamers enacting dream scenarios unaware of their wider environment. The astral environment may also be divided into levels or subplanes by theorists, but there are many different views in various traditions concerning the overall structure of the astral planes. They may include heavens and hells and other after-death spheres, transcendent environments, or other less easily characterized states. Emmanuel Swedenborg, one of the first practitioners to write extensively about the out-of-body experience, in his spiritual diary, French philosopher and novelist Henri de Balzac's fictional work, Louis Lambert, suggests he may have had some astral or out-of-body experiences. There are many 20th century publications on astral projection, although only a few authors remain widely cited. These include Robert Monroe, Oliver Fox, Sylvan Muldoon, and Hereward Carrington, and Rem. Robert Monroe's accounts of journeys to other realms popularized the term OBE, which is out-of-body experience, and were translated into a large number of languages. Though his books themselves only place secondary importance on descriptions of method, Monroe also founded an institute dedicated to research, exploration, and non-profit dissemination of auditory technology for assisting others in achieving projection and related altered states of consciousness. Robert Bruce, William Bullman, Marilyn Hughes, and Albert Taylor have discussed their theories and findings on the syndicated show Coast to Coast AM several times. Michael Crichton gives lengthy and detailed explanations and experience of astral projection in his nonfiction book Travels. The soul's ability to leave the body at will or while sleeping and visit the various planes of heaven is also known as soul travel. The practice is taught in Surat Shabd Yoga, where the experience is achieved mostly by meditation techniques and mantra repetition. All Sant Mat gurus widely spoke about this kind of out-of-body experience, such as Kirpal Singh. Eckankar describes soul travel broadly as movement of the true spiritual self, the soul, closer to the heart of God, while the contemplatives, may perceive the experience as travel. Soul itself is said not to move, but to come into an agreement with fixed states and conditions that already exist in some world of time and space. American Harold Klemp, the current spiritual leader of Eckankar, practices and teaches soul travel, as did his predecessors, through contemplative techniques known as the spiritual exercises of ECK, Divine Spirit. Edgar Cayce from the U.S. is properly known as the Sleeping Prophet. He had been practicing astral travel at Washington, D.C. for many years. In occult traditions, practices range from inducing trance states to the metal construction of a second body, called the body of light, in Aleister Crowley's writings. Though visualization and controlled breathing, followed by the transfer of consciousness to the secondary body, by a mental act of will. I will have to comment here that there is no known scientific evidence that astral projection as an objective phenomena exists. However, there are cases of patients having experiences suggestive of astral projection from brain stimulation treatments and hallucinogenic drugs such as ketamine, phencyclidine, and DMT. So Robert Todd Carroll writes that the main evidence to support claims of astral travel is anecdotal and comes in the forms of testimonials of those who claim to have experienced being out of their bodies when they may have been out of their minds. Subjects in parapsychological experiments have attempted to project their astral bodies to distant rooms and see what was happening. However, such experiments haven't produced clear results. So what are your thoughts on this? Have you experienced any OBEs or out-of-body experiences? Let me know. Stay weird, guys, and talk to you next week.